Let us now look at the different characters in the novel, and then we will look at the synopsis. I'll try to give you a summary of this novel, what is happening here. Now, the first important character that we have here is Matongini. She is the 18-year-old beautiful protagonist of the novel, and she is married to the brutal person called Rajmohan, and she is the person who is referred to as Rajmohan's wife here. So that is Matongini. Then we have Hemangini, Matongini's younger sister. She is married to Matongini's childhood lover Madhav Ghosh, who is a rich landlord. Rajmohan is the good-for-nothing scoundrel. He ill-treats Matongini and plots against his brother-in-law Madhav. Then comes Madhav Ghosh. He is Hemangini's husband. He returns Matongini's love but is bound by social conventions. He is a good person. Then there is a woman called Konokmoi, who is a woman of about 30, and she is the only friend that Matongini has in the village of Radhaganj. Mathur Ghosh comes next. He is Madhav's villainous cousin. He is a very wealthy man, but he plots a robbery against Madhav, and he also lusts for Matongini. Tara is Mathur's elder wife. Champak is Mathur's second wife. There is Suki's mother, the woman friend who lures Matongini to Mathur's house. Kishori is there, who is Rajmohan's sister. Then there is Rajmohan's aunt and Madhav's aunt. There is Koruna, a servant in Madhav's household. Sardar is the robber chief, and Bhiku, who is his accomplice. So these are the characters in this novel, Rajmohan's wife. Let us now come to the synopsis of this novel. As we have seen, the protagonist of the novel is the young and brave Matongini. But here in this novel, she is mentioned only as Rajmohan's wife. She is just 18 years old and her beauty is beyond description. But she is married to a cruel man of bad character. Rajmohan's cruelty does not end in forbidding his wife all freedom. She cannot even go out of the house to fetch water, which is a common enough chore performed by women at that time. There is the 30-year-old Konok, who is a Kulin lady, and she is the only friend Matongini has. Now Rajmohan teams up with robbers and plans to rob his brother-in-law Madhav. His aim is to rob the family of their possessions and to steal a will. And as luck would have it, Matongini overhears the plans forged by her husband and the two other robbers. As Madhav is none other than the husband of her sister Hemangini, Matongini decides to go and warn them of the impending misfortune. She sets out alone in the dark night, arrives at her sister's house, wakes them up, and informs her sister Hemangini's husband Madhav of the robbers' plans without mentioning her husband's involvement. At this time, she also declares her love for Madhav but finds no solace that her love is returned. Madhav gets his men together and all of them succeed in scaring the robbers away. When Matongini returns home, her husband is waiting for her, ready to kill her, but his robber friends arrive at the same time. During the argument that ensues, Matangini escapes. With the help of her friend Konok, Matangini finds shelter in the house of Mothur, Madhav's cousin. Though very wealthy, Mothur, a bad character, is the brain behind the attempted robbery. Madhav is kidnapped and imprisoned in Mothur's house, but he does not know where he is. In a room upstairs, Matangini has also been imprisoned by Mothur. He lusts after her. He starves her in order to break her resistance. It is Mothur's eldest wife, Tara, who, noticing her husband's restlessness, steals the key while he sleeps, opens the forbidden rooms and discovers Madhav. Going after the sighs and muffled cries for help, together they find and rescue Matangini. When he learns of this, Mothur kills himself. Soon afterwards, the robbers are found and Rajmohan is banished from the country. Matangini is sent back to her parents' house, where she dies an early death. Thus, the novel is about the travails and sufferings of women in a patriarchal society and of the intrigues, greed and cruelty that was a part of everyday life in rural Bengal in the first half of the 19th century. Rajmohan's Wife may not be a great book, but it is a gripping read. However, the language appears a bit archaic. English, which is a living language, has changed a lot since this book was written. So this is the synopsis of the novel in short.